welcome to today's class. In this class, we will summarize what we have studied till now based on your chapter time. So what you will be able to do is, you will be able to revisit your previous knowledge on what I have taught you based on a chapter time, and then you will be able to solve the higher end problems that are mentioned in your workbook or even your textbook very nicely. Okay. So what we will do, we will start with the first topic that we have started in this chapter. In this chapter, what we have started is, you have started with few formulas. Okay, you have started with few formulas, that is what? 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Then 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Then next, 1 day equals to 24 hours. Correct? Now, if I simply flip the part from left to right or from right to left, what happens is 1 minute is equal to 1 by 60 hours. 1 second is equal to 1 by 60 minutes. And 1 hour is equal to 1 by 24 days. Done? These are the 6 formulas that we have been repeatedly using it. Correct? So now, what we have done first, we have started solving some questions, conversion problems. Remember? So, what was that conversion questions? Suppose if I give you convert 13 days into hours. Correct? 13 days into hours. So what did we do? We do it in this way. We know 1 day is equal to 24 hours. Correct? So therefore 13 days is equal to 13 into 24. So do it. 13 into 24. 12, 1, 4 1 4, 5, 6, 2. So 2, 11, 312 days. So what you are learning here about hours, minutes, seconds, correct? Now remember student, in exam, you cannot directly put 312 days if you are doing in one page and then solving your, doing the multiplication in some other copy and simply writing directly the answer, you are not going to get full marks. Remember, I need to see how you have solved it. Okay, you need to show even your calculation part. Okay, so this is the way that we convert. And what we have done, when you convert from a larger unit to a smaller unit, correct? From a larger unit to a smaller unit, then what do? You multiply. When you convert to a smaller unit to a larger unit, then you divide. Remember? So we do it in such way. Then next, after conversion, what I have done, after conversion you have learned about addition of time, correct? Addition of time, that you have learned it in yesterday's live class. So what we have done, if I happen to add 3 hours 15 minutes, then 4 hours 20 minutes. How do? I simply do perform the addition. This is 7 hours and that is 35 minutes, correct? Simply I perform it. This is too easy. But if I change the values, suppose I give you a number like 45 minutes. So this give you 60 minutes. We don't write it in this way. What we do, we know 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. Yes? So this 1 hour, I am going to add it with 7. What I get is 8 hours is the correct answer. Is this clear, everyone? So next, there is one different type of question. Okay, how is that? See here. Suppose I take a number 7 hours 50 minutes, then 8 hours, 40, sorry, let's take 55 minutes, correct? Then what do you get? You get 505 minutes and 15 hours, correct? But there is nothing like 105 minutes in our chapter. So we break this to the one that we already know. So I take 60 minutes. So 105 minus 60. 105 minus 60 gives you 5. Here it's 10. So 45. So plus 45 minutes. So again, this 60 minutes is nothing but 1 hour. So what we do, we simply add this with 15. So what I get, the final answer is 16 hour 45 minutes. This is the correct answer. You are not supposed to write this answer. This is wrong. This is the correct answer. After you break this minutes, you get this. Is this clear, everyone, now? So these are the small types of questions that we have gone through in this chapter as of now. Okay. So what you have to do is, you have to take out your workbook. You have to take out your workbook, and from the starting, whatever topics we have covered till now, you are going to solve all those questions in your workbook, and wherever you have any doubt, just mark the question with a star. Okay? And this particular question you have to tell me in your next live class, so that we can discuss it, solve it, and then you will be very clear on it. Okay? So remember, students, you have to do the similar sums from your workbook. The difficult sums that you are not able to perform it, or you don't know how to do it, just mark it with a star, and then on your next live class you have to tell me that particular question, so that I can teach you, I can solve it properly. Okay? Goodbye, students. Take care.